Mm-hmm. What's up, everyone? Let's see here. Quick audio test. Can't hear anything from Real Fight like usual. Alright, that might work. There we go. Whoops. All right. Gonna try this maneuver I saw on RC groups. It's called a pinwheel. I've never seen this maneuver before. So I'm gonna try and figure out how it's done. So I'm watching the video right now that someone posted. Let's see here. Okay. Looks like it's some sort of interesting. Alright, let's try it. Looks like kind of a funnel hover kind of thing, but not necessarily a funnel hover. I don't know if this plane will be able to do it. I'll have to try one of these variants that flies like a freaking rocket ship. Let's try this again. It almost looks like an inverted pop top. I'm not 100% sure. I wish I could show it on stream. Let's see here. That video is kind of hard to see. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, let's try this again. Looked like it was almost an upline. No. I don't think there's going to be any line put here. That might be it. Not sure if that's it though. What's up to anyone watching the stream? Hit me up if you want to see any maneuvers done, but I'm just going to do a quick practice stream. I got nothing better to do tonight, so just going to stream a little bit before it gets crazy this week. Pinwheel. So if anyone's done it, knows what a pinwheel maneuver is. That might be it. I'm not sure. Let's try this again. Upline. It's almost just like pretty much an inverted pop top. Less aileron input. That was cool. I don't know what that was, but that was cool. Oops. Okay. I'm not sure if that's it though. Probably gonna record a couple of it and post it on the channel. That's not it. It can have aileron input. The aileron's gonna slow anything down. Nope. There we go. What's up, poor man FUV? I don't know what that was, but that was cool. Just chilling, man. I feel like that's gotta be it. That's pretty much an inverted pop top. Nah, not really. It's like a snap to fall over. Just got back from the field, had an instructor there really helped me learn to land. Sweet. It's always nice to have the in real life knowledge from the pros. You flying your 60 extra? Ugh. You liking the extra? That might be like the ugliest maneuver I've ever seen. I changed the expo to 50, feels a lot better. Yeah. I'm sure it does. I can't imagine 80. Like, it would just fly like a sponge. Ooh. Really need to work on some precision stuff. I love that plane. I can't compare because it's the only boss real plane I've flown. I think if I were gonna get an extreme fighter airplane, like I would want to get the laser, just because it's like the newer design. But I feel like the extras are just so good. Like I feel bad for not getting it. Oh, they don't offer that one anymore? It's kind of weird. Like, Extreme Flight's been, like, getting rid of a lot of stuff. I know they're not gonna... I don't think they're gonna do the 48-inch Edge anymore. The original 3D Hobby Shop version. Or the demonstrator version. Which kind of stinks. So you have a classic airplane. Ugh. Oh. I think it first released in 2016. Huh. Then again, they're probably not doing too many big, long batches of airplanes anymore, like they used to. Why would you let that airplane sit in the box? But that works out for you. I've never understood people who buy airplanes and then let them sit in the box for just ever and then never build them. It's like, you just lost money doing that. You didn't get to fly it. You had $200 sit there and then turn it into like $160. Ugh. I like watching some of the non-3D Facebook groups, and you'll have people showing they got like a barn full of boxes of airplanes that they've never built, and it's like, I'm not sure if you should show that off. I really can't tell if that's like cool or just like, what are you doing, man? It's like literally just 10 airplanes in a box. Like some people never even have that many airplanes in total. They just fly one or two. Not saying that, I mean, you can do what you want, but at the end of the day, that's some money just going down the drain. I wish I had that kind of money. If I had that kind of money, though, I probably wouldn't be flying RC airplanes. I'd probably just get a real one. Nah, I take that back. I'd probably still be flying these, except I'd be doing like a ton of other stuff besides flying RC airplanes. Whoa, that was kind of cool. Pinwheel. So I'm pretty sure this pinwheel maneuver is just like, That's kind of an inverted pop top though. Kind of an inverted pop top. So inverted pop top's there. No, that's a normal pop top. See, now I've got it all messed up. There we go. I don't think I've ever let an airplane sit in a box longer than like 2 months. And that's just because I was saving up money to buy all the equipment for it. My first 50cc airplane sat in a box for a pretty long time. But then after that, never. You ever watch Trent Palmer? No, I don't know who that is. Is that FPV guy or airplane guy? Ugh. Go. Nope, airplane guy, Flying Cowboys. No, I've never seen that. I'll have to check it out. I saw the video. I watched the one you sent me, and apparently he was like banned by the AMA for something while he was doing that. I was like, Jesus, they really didn't like him, I guess. Dang drone guys get banned by the AMA. Those are pretty. That was not pretty. Okay, I'm gonna try this pinwheel. See, I don't think that's right. Let me watch these videos again. If anyone's wondering, it's on the one of the threads on RC groups. Here's a video of this close one. Vertical plane. Like I said, he was not doing it on purpose, so I couldn't give an explanation of it. Let's see. Alright, I'm just watching this video one more time. So, okay, I'm going to slow this down as well. 0.25 speed. Because someone requested a maneuver and I literally have never heard of it. Yeah, a bush plane would be awesome. That would be the way to go. So, okay, I don't care about you hovering in front of yourself. It's not cool, bro. This is a weird maneuver. I feel like it takes the right airplane to do it right. It's the Extreme Flight MXS, which I could totally see doing this kind of stuff because it's a crazy airplane. I bet the RC Gadgets one will do it too, because the MXS has a ton of rudder authority. Okay, let's try this again. So he pushes up. Looks like right aileron, left rudder, down elevator. You still like the RC Gadgets 560? Yeah. The only reason I haven't like flown like a bunch of them, or both, or the Slick in a while is because my receiver is in the MXS, and I only have one receiver really dedicated to bigger airplanes right now. I haven't uploaded the Yak yet. That was my bad. Okay, so we went down elevator, right aileron, left rudder. Maybe? That didn't really look like anything. It's just a pop top. Like 99% sure this maneuver is just a pop top at like a weird angle. I'm thinking about buying the blue, can't decide between the MXS and the 560. I mean, the main thing is the slick is going to tumble better. Like the slick just, it's going to tumble better just because it has less kind of wing area. It's going to fly like more aggressive. The MXS is just like the perfect kind of semi-lazy 3D airplane. It'll do everything. It's fun. It rolls. Got a very nice crisp roll rate for like learning rollers and stuff. The slick's just a little more edgy. If you're learning, like you could definitely get in a lot more trouble with the slick, but they're both pretty damn good for what they are. I mean, like ready to fly. I don't think anyone's gotten this good. I've literally maybe no. I'm not even gonna compare. I don't think you can beat it. I really don't. Yeah, I'm thinking like these pinwheel maneuvers are just like pop tops on weird angles. So you could like do a pop top on an upline, maybe something like that. So I'm still learning to the MXS. Yeah, I mean that would be my recommendation. Now looks come into it, you know, that's up to you. But I've been really liking the MXS. The weather's been crappy this weekend, so I of course can't fly. I wanted the 64 MXS, and Extreme Flight always was out of stock, so eventually just went with the 91. Okay. Alright, I want to look at this video one more time. I'm going to go full screen. I've got a separate laptop just for doing this. Left rudder, down elevator, maybe left aileron, so it's down elevator, left rudder, that? Okay, we'll try that. Think he was inverted? Yeah, that's just a pop top. Alright, let me play through and see if he does anything different. Looks like a tail-heavy airplane. It looks like he lets off the aileron input though, which I can totally see, because that aileron input is what slows you down. I flew today. It was perfect, no wind, cloudy, and 50 degrees. Oh my lord. I'd pay $50 for one of those days right now. And this new field I'm flying at, it's a nice field, but the wind is always like 10 to 15 miles per hour, I swear, every time. And that doesn't really bother me, except it's always a direct crosswind blowing maneuvers towards myself, which isn't that bad, but I'd much rather fly with a headwind or a tailwind. But if I did that, I'd be flying like across the runway over the pits and everything, which stinks. Alright, so this is a pop top, but no, not that much aileron, so let's try this again. Desert Island airplane. Can only choose one. Has to be a current plane. No budget. What would you choose? Oh my lord. If I could only have one airplane stuck on a desert island, I'd buy a so we'll just go with our sea airplane, you know, just so I can't fly off the island. So I'm stuck on this island, awaiting my days to die, flying one airplane. What would it be? Whew, that's tough. Because I might as well just fly 100. I want to have 100 cc here. If I want to die, might as well die flying 150 cc here. I think it would be so I can have anything I want in it. What would I choose? No budget. It's gonna be. Do I only have to pick one? Like that's like impossible. There's like 8 different 100 cc's I'd probably be happy with. But if I had no budget, so I'm gonna die on this island. but I get like my dream airplane. I'd probably take like a Cardin, like a home built, like master builder built this Cardin aircraft that weighs like 10 pounds, ready to go with the 120cc engine. But if it had to be like an ARF, I think I'd go with the maybe the PAU biplane, one of the PAU biplanes. I like those. I think those are pretty cool. I wouldn't get extreme flight. If I'm stuck on an island, I at least want to, you know, go out with something original. So maybe like one of those big PAU biplanes or something like that, or maybe like a big biplane. Anything a big biplane, I'd be totally content with. I could do rolling Harriers 3 inches off the ground until I slowly succumb to the conditions on the island. That would be my goal. A biplane of any sort. Maybe the Mamba 70cc. But I just love low rolling Harriers. If you're stuck on an island, where are you going to get gas to fly from? Well, I mean, where am I get? I'm just assuming I get everything with it. So I got like a giant gas tank. Maybe it's like, it's a slightly, maybe it's the zombie apocalypse and my island had like a big gas tank on it or something. I mean, I would, if I were stuck on a desert island and I was only flying electric airplanes, like an 100cc electric airplane, honestly, I'd probably just take apart the airplane and try and get off the island, because that would not be worth it. At least if you go electric, you can put the coconuts together. See, no, I just would I'd buy the biggest airplane I could and turn it into a canoe to get off the island if it had to be electric. That's what I would do. I would turn an airplane into a canoe and get off the island if it had to be electric. Not you know, distant electric airplanes, but big electric airplanes like above 50cc are just ugh. The funny part is, one time I was at an event and we had an airplane, like a 50cc airplane, in the back of my truck at the time, and we were at a gas station and someone thought it was a canoe. Like, they actually thought it was a canoe. They're like, is that a canoe? We're like, sure. She's like, that's a weird looking canoe. We're like, yeah, it's like a high performance canoe. I can't remember when that was, but someone thought my airplane was a canoe. So I just told them it was a canoe. Trying to think of what would be the worst. I think in terms of like getting stuck on a desert island with only one like radio controlled object, I think getting stuck on a desert island with an RC car wouldn't be too bad, because you could use the RC car to like hunt stuff, maybe like ram into like chickens and stuff on the island. A drone, I don't think you're gonna do much with the drone. You might, I don't know, I feel like a car would be pretty useful. An RC helicopter would just get destroyed the first thing, so that'd be the worst thing to have on an RC island. An RC boat would just be like a major taunt to your face. I mean, unless it's a big enough boat to get you off the island. So I don't think there's... At one point, I worked at a hobby shop and they sold an RC duck. Like, it was an RC boat, except it was a duck. That would probably be the worst vehicle to have on a desert island. Like, what are you going to do with an RC duck? And someone bought it, too. I sold it to someone. They came in and they had money to spend, and I was like, dude, you could buy this RC duck for your pond. He's like, dude, that's a great idea. That's pretty much how I sold an RC duck. I think Horizon Hobby was like the main distributor for it. I think it was made for hunters or something. I'm not kidding. It's a radio-controlled duck. That'd be the worst thing to have on the island. So if you guys were stuck on the island, what airplane would you have? I said a giant biplane. Yeah, submarine would be pretty rough too. My extra. Prometheus would be nice to have on the island. You have no budget and you're still gonna say the extra? That's some commitment right there. That's commitment to your plan. What? So if the movie Castaway was like in an RC Airplane universe, what object would have been Wilson? Just imagine someone stuck on a desert island and all they do is talk to their transmitter the whole time. Spectrum! I'm sorry! Jetty, I'm sorry! Floats away, sinks to the bottom of the ocean. Oh my god. Probably one of the sillier things I've ever said right there. Free Sky, I'm sorry. Futaba, no. Tyrannus, no. Well, if it's an IX-12, you can play games on it. Psh, we've been playing games on Jetty radios for years. For years. We got Snake on the Jetty. I think there's a couple other games on the Jetty transmitters. We've been doing that since they first were imported, and that's nothing new. Spectrum thinks they all cool. I know at Jonal we'd like sit on the flight line while waiting for airplanes to land and play Snake on our transmitters. And I never got the high score back after one point because I just did not have the patience for that. Rick and Morty program, that's pretty good. There's a guy I fly with sometimes who has his radios and drones. They all have Star Wars sounds. So one's like BB-8, one sounds like freaking Darth Vader and stuff. I like that. That'd be a hilarious video if someone ever made like funny RC videos. It would just be like a guy stranded on an island. You have one receiver, you have like 2 lipos. How do you get off this island using only the gear from your RC trailer or something like that? Are you allowed to drink beer at Jonal? Yes, I'm pretty sure you are. I don't know if there's a rule against it. I don't know if there's... I've seen people do a lot of it, so yeah. I think it's illegal. Yeah, caught the stream. Hope everyone's doing well. What is up? Zenergizer. Are you allowed to drink beer and all? That's funny. You just need to go. Just need to go. Though I've never been to a null where I've been above the correct age of drinking, so I could never partake if there was. But now I can, so. But yes, there's some shenanigans going on, always at Jonal. There's a reason why people don't go to Jonal to fly. You don't go to Jonal to fly. If you go to Jonal just for flying, you're gonna hate it. Because there's so many people trying to get up in the air at the same time. Jonal is for chilling with everyone, seeing everyone you haven't seen in a while. That's what Jonal's for. Which, you know, means beer. I'm 23. I'm going to look at planes, good pilots, and drink beer. Hey, you know, that's the way to do it, in my opinion. How long have you been flying? I've been flying since I was 15. That's when I got my first airplane. So that's like 8 years, 9 years. Joe Nall is fantastic. It is a blast. It really is. That was kind of it. Cool, I'm 16, started when I was 9. Young pups. Yeah, I want to try and go to Nall for 2 days, 2 or 3 days, if I can. That's the plan this year. I've been the whole week. Going for the whole week is pretty awesome. But, I got a real job, so I can't be doing that no more. How welcoming to newcomers is Joe Nall? It kind of sounds less attractive now if it's mostly just people hanging out with their established cliques. No. The thing about all RC cliques and like all that stuff, at the end of the day, everyone's there for the same reason. You walk up to someone, you ask them what their airplane's about, you're going to meet new people like that. Like, there's no, I'm only going to go to see my friends. It is a very social event. You can meet tons and tons of people there. I've met tons and tons of people there. It's not like that. That wasn't definitely that's not what I was trying to throw that vibe out there. It is a great place to meet people, you know, and like, there's people you'll meet at Joe Nall who you only see once a year at Joe Nall who become your friends. You keep up with each other on Facebook, online, whatever. That's what it's all about. It really is. At the end of the day, it's a bunch of nerds in a field watching airplanes. You're gonna meet someone you know you can be friends with. I mean, that's really what it is. Yeah, it's like summer camp, except yeah, it's like summer camp. Yeah, like, you know, your first big event, it's going to be stressful and, like, it takes a little time to get used to it. But once you kind of figure it out, it's no big deal. Question with hovers, I find that in real flight rudder is extremely effective. In reality, though, I find myself sliding out sideways even with max rudder and throttle blitz. What should I do? Yeah, that's definitely true. You know, the main thing about that is just make sure you stay in control before you get to that point. And then, you know, I would try adding even more throttle. I mean, the more air you can get over there at the end is what you're needing. Some airplanes, too, are different than others. So what airplane are you flying? That's good. Some clubs are not like that, but a lot are. It's really just about finding your crew. Like, back when I flew for 3D Hobby Shop, we had a great crew of guys. So you could just walk up to our booth, and we, you know, you already had a friend. And, you know, same thing with like being on RC groups in the Facebook group. You already know people. You might not have the face associated with it, or you might not, you know, have met them like in real life, but you get over that real quick. Like, it's just, I mean, that's what it's all about. You know, I don't know how it is now. I mean, back in the day, you could walk up to the 3D Hobby Shop tent and, you know, pretty much instantly meet like 30 or 40 people. I don't know what it is like now, to be honest. Like, it's kind of changed, but if anything, you know, I'll be there. You can come say what's up to me. I know a bunch of people. Fly with us. Flying the Skywing Edge. Yeah, the foamies will do that. Like, you know, some of them, they will get sloppy on that rudder input. And I think the big thing about that is like getting on that throttle, like more than a blip. Like, you need to move a substantial amount of air over the tail. So I'd give that a try. You're gonna lose altitude, but if your hover's getting a little sloppy, then well, it's gonna happen. But you'll find that sweet spot where you kind of get all the authority you want, and then you can find that one spot where it's just gonna happen. Because once you get too far over, so like if I get into a hover, I could kind of see like if you get too far this way, you're kind of blocking more air on one side than the other, so that's what I try. Another thing is torque rolls seem to be random. Sometimes the plane just spins the other way by itself. The other way? Yeah. So, like, that's one of those things, like, I hate saying it, like, it's kind of airplane dependent what propper you're using, but every now and then, I mean, it's going to happen on some airplanes. The torque is just going to take over, and you're going to go along for a torque roll whether you want to or not. From quads to planes, plane guy's been super nice and helpful. It's like a bunch of experienced, cool dudes compared to a bunch of whiny emo. Oh my lord! I know some quad pilots in my area who are awesome. I haven't been at like a big quad event or anything, so I can't comment on that. But the 3D airplane group has always been amazing. I've met a bunch of great people, and I was like, this was going back to I was like 16 years old, showing up to an event and just had no worries. I had friends there who, you know, we just all flew together. That was it. Yeah, turbulent wind doesn't help either. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, that could also be causing your rudder issues too. If a big wind is pushing you one way, there you go. Joe Nall is definitely worth it. But I mean, I can't comment on like how the newer Joe Nalls are, because I will say one thing I've noticed is the core community that 3D Hobby Shop built. I mean, we had tons of people who were just really awesome. We're at the events every single weekend or every other weekend, and you know, we had you know 40 people we just all knew who always saw each other. I don't know if it's the same. That's kind of my goal, is to kind of bring that back in a way. I'd love just to get a group of people who are just chill and like to fly, and none of that, you know, I'm better than you stuff. I could care less if you're better than me. I don't really care if you're worse than me or better than me. Some people get way too into it. What do you think of the quad footage at Nall? That was cool, man. Apparently he got banned by the AMA. See you, man. Go get some flights in. It was cool. Apparently that guy got banned like from the AMA and stuff, but that was neat. I was amazed he didn't crash more than he did. And that pond, let me tell you, that pond is not something you want to crash into. I'm pretty sure I dropped a fishing pole in that pond once. He got in trouble with the FAA. The FAA telling one quad pilot something is kind of like the NFL telling some Pee-wee football team that they're doing something wrong, I feel like. I don't know. Yeah, he was doing a great job. He was all over those airplanes. It wasn't like, you know, you could tell it wasn't just him filming them. They were working together to get good shots. I don't know, I haven't researched too much about exactly what the FAA and the AMA do, like, as far as rules and regulations. I mean, I'm happy that AMA is there because they've really done a lot. I don't know what the FAA is doing sometimes. I try to stay out of that kind of stuff, because at the end of the day, if I can still fly my airplane, you know, I'm happy. I think some people forget that. It's like, okay, you don't want to register your airplane, well then you don't get it at all. Now how do you feel? Yeah, my dang whatever. It's like, come on, just get over it. Fill out your online form, pay your $5, and then we can all fly, and there's going to be way less issues. I just wonder how that video would have gone if you just like flew through someone's wing over the pond. This is Real Flight 8. Yeah, it's definitely more of a drone thing. Which, I mean, back when the drones got big, and I'm talking like way back, there's a video by Team Black Sheep. When it first came out, was like the first time that someone had done like the long range FPV and done it like, you know, he buzzed all these like really famous places and it all blew up and was like, this guy's gonna kill the hobby and all this stuff. And I totally agree, that stuff needs to stop. But if you're just flying a drone out in the field, who cares, man? Who cares? But if you're putting other people at risk, then yeah, you need to quit that stuff. And that goes for RC airplane pilots too. And I get the drone guys, because before the drone guys, it was all about, you know, how do 3D airplanes ruin it, because they're always flying towards the pits and they're crashing, and like, I definitely get it. But at the end of the day, it's like, there's a balance of all that stuff. Yeah, TV, they were the pioneers, and I mean, I know they're all like have all their cool stuff, but you can't tell me that's not dangerous and bad. Like, you just can't. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't cool. It was cool. It was really cool, but that kind of stuff, just you just shouldn't do that. In my opinion, at least. Yeah, I mean, if you want to hurt someone, you can do it with any one of these models, so it's not like anything's safe. We could all fly high wing trainers and still someone could get hurt, so. Yeah, 3D helicopters will mess people up. But, I mean, you're flying a helicopter, so you kind of know that. I mean, I've seen the worst, like, I've literally seen someone have to be, like, life-flighted from an event because I got hit by an RC airplane. It can be any airplane. It's not just a drone, it's not just a 3D airplane, it's not just an RC helicopter. It can be just your basic airplane can just do some major damage. Yeah, exactly. The main thing is, if you do see someone, if people do see people doing that, you know, if I'm a hobbyist and I see some guy who just bought his DJI Phantom doing dumb stuff like that, tell him it's wrong. You know, if you don't tell him, then it's never going to stop. Is that trim you have there, trim on a simulator? Yeah, sometimes the sim just takes a little bit of trim for whatever reason. I don't think it's a software thing. I think it's just the potentiometers in the actual radio itself, or the actual mechanics in the radio itself that can get loose, or springs will tighten up and stuff. Yeah, but for a while, I mean, people were going after 3D airplanes like crazy. Like, everyone's like, oh, they're so dangerous, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you're always going to have someone complaining, so. That was nice. That's one of the better one of those I've done. That was not nice. Yeah, I'm just using the stock Real Flight transmitter, so who knows what's going on in there. I need to get my JD hooked up, but it's just been a pain in the butt every time I've tried. Ugh. Yeah, I've edited this model, but I moved the CG and added throws, and that's about it. I'll post the variant. I've been meaning to do that. Here, I'm actually gonna write it down. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing people don't realize is, like, if a high wing trainer's coming at you like 80 miles per hour, you're gonna get hit. A 3D airplane coming at you, at least they can like pull up, man. It also just, it really depends on the people who are doing the flying too. Alright, I'm writing this down on my sheet of paper. Upload Real Flight variant. And I'll put that, I don't know where I'll put that. I'll put it either on RC Groups or my Facebook page or something. Probably both. I've been really bad about posting everything I do onto Facebook, but the amount of time it takes to have all your social media just like that is ridiculous. Ugh. See, with those snap turns, so I went over the turnarounds, like it's pretty much just like a pull up, half roll, wing over, pull out. Same thing. Yeah, I'll put in how to 3D maneuvers too. Same thing with those snap turns. The snap turn is pretty much quarter roll, push, quarter roll, really fast. So you just, so like that. But the ones where you flip over inverted, it's pretty much the same thing. So it's like quarter roll, pull, quarter roll. Or however it is, I didn't really think about that too much. But breaking down maneuvers like that kind of helps. I don't post to the swap pages. Mostly because there's too many forums to keep track of as it is in the first place. Ugh. I just download J stuff on swap pages. Yeah, I think he uploaded a variant. I'm not. I think he posted something like that. I know he's got Real Flight 8. We've flown together a little bit. Ugh. Whoops. Should probably watch the screen when I'm flying. Waiting, they waiting on me. My back is killing me. I gotta get like a legit gaming chair or something. Oh, that was not what I wanted, but whatever. I always find it funny, like how many times we'll see a maneuver done by someone, and they're like, how do you do this? It's like, well, it looks like you just threw the sticks in like a certain way and prayed, and then something cool happened, and now they don't know how to do it again. See, that's exactly what those pinwheels are. They're just a pop top without the aileron to kind of slow you down. Now I'm wondering how you do it on more like a horizontal line. I don't know. That'll take some work. Like, we've gotten to the point with 3D flying that we're really not going to create too many new maneuvers. You're just not. The only way you're going to really peak is how you string them together. Because we've pretty much got everything figured out. I think so. I mean, there's a couple things that I would like to experiment with, but I don't think there's going to be like any big breakthrough like Kike Somazini when he started flying like legit 3D. Like, I don't think that's ever going to happen again. You're using Extreme Flight Extra. I think it's under the Great Plains variant on swap pages. I might have one of those. I know I've downloaded a couple of those. This is one I actually liked a little bit. I'm hoping maybe people are going to innovate a bit with control systems and such. Yeah, that would be a great conversation to have. It's just like, what's the next big thing in like RC airplane flying? Because 3D is pretty, it's not worn out, but it's not like you're going to change the game anytime soon. Or what could be that at least. Aaron Bates' collective pitch rudder, for example, seemed really neat. Yeah, that was really neat. Like, that was an awesome idea, but it's like, is that really, could that become like an everyday thing for everyone though? It's kind of like variable pitch propellers. Like, they're really cool, but is that something that anyone, like any top pilot's gonna say, okay, this is the direction we're heading? I could see maybe variable pitch. I could maybe see that. Y'all know what I'm saying though? Like, what is something that Jace Ducia is gonna pick up and go to Tucson with and try and win with? Because until, like, there's an actual competitor using that kind of stuff, it won't be a big deal. Yeah, I totally agree. Maybe not particularly that thing, but, you know, something like it. I'm pretty sure the first variable pitch stuff came from, like, ETOCs. I don't know if you guys haven't watched like the old ETOC videos, would recommend it. Like from 2009, 2010. Those were cool. And that was the indoor electric Tournament of Champions, which was big for a while but is now dead. Rest in peace. What plane is that? This is... It's in the How to 3D. I can link to it. Oh, wrong button. It's a 100cc Extra 330 by Jay Schruzer. He's a really good pilot who made this edit. I got off the swap pages. I think it just looks cool. I think that would be a cool thing to do, like try and build like an aerobatic model like this, where you have like clear portions that look like metal. I think that'd be pretty neat. Yeah, it's on the swap pages. That's where I got it. But I think it's from 7.5. It's not an 8.5 variant. I'll link to it. Yeah. It flies pretty cool. It flies so good. It's just not almost perfect. I would take one of these just like straight up in the real world. That'd be pretty cool. That could be another thing they could add into competitions, like, because back in the day, like at the original Tournament of Champions, you weren't just judged off of, you know, how well you flew. It was also how your airplane was built. I'm pretty sure, I can't confirm that, but I'm pretty sure there were at least some sections that were about how your airplane were built. I'd love to see that come back, like people actually putting time into building a big airplane and getting good recognition for doing that. Other than being like, wow, look at all the time this guy blew into putting this airplane when he could have bought an ARF. I would like to see like kit-built airplanes make it come back. I know not everyone has time for that, but I think it would be cool. Like Cardin stuff. Yeah, you can change some values so where they won't blow up like that. I was looking at a couple kit-built airplanes. I would love to do it when I have some more space. I'm going to do something like that. Just, you know, make something that's totally mine. I love to design my own stuff. That's going to happen at some point, but I don't have the expertise as far as like airframe design. It would just take a long time, so I got to work my way up to there. But it's kind of hard to design or build anything when you don't have an actual build space. The glider, I haven't 3D printed anything in a while, mostly because I've been putting all this time into the 3D videos of the day, because that's going to take a ton of time. And I just don't have a good space to build like the wings for it, so I still have the models and everything, so once I'm ready, I can do it. I just don't have the build space to do a nice wing or anything like that, which stinks because I know it would work. The thing is, they're also heavy. 3D printed airplanes are just going to be heavy as hell. Or at least the way I was going after it. Part of that too is like I wanted to do that. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. If you guys stick around my channel, you'll find that I'll like pick up a project and get a big idea and then say I'm gonna do it and then realize that I won't get it done anytime soon, but I have a giant list of everything that I want to do. So I try and mark off that list as much as I can. But until I get like an actual shop, it's gonna be hard. Like, I can't do a build video for pretty much anything over, you know, 60-inch size. 60-inch would be pushing it. Though I do have one coming up that's a cool plane. What I would love to do is team up with Flight Test and build and design a foam board 3D airplane for people to learn on. That's my like ultimate goal. Use their PowerPod package and just make something that would be awesome for people who want to build that. That's like, I would love to work with Flight Test. I love what Flight Test has done. And that's my ultimate goal. Is to do a plane with them, using their kind of, the way they do things, that people can learn 3D with. So, I've already worked on a design a little bit. So I know like what airplane it would be. Have you seen the Flight Test? I haven't seen if they've released anything yet, but I mean, I hate to say it though, like Flight Test designing a 3D airplane is not the same as like an actual 3D pilot designing a 3D airplane. Not saying they can't do it, but I just think it would be better coming from, you know, someone who knows what who's flown a lot of them and used their kind of, okay, this is stupid. But I haven't seen that one. I'll have to check it out. Maybe they've already done it, so I'm probably late to the game. If so, then I'll just make my own. But I really think they've done a fantastic job. I like how they moved away from becoming like this corporate thing, and they're just, it's Flight Test. Flight Test does what they kind of want. They review what they want, and they created a big community around it, and that's goal number one. Oh no! Aaron Bates apparently gave a bunch of feedback on it, but yeah, I hear you. See, I don't even know if Flight Test is going to Joe Hall, though. It kind of stinks. I don't know if they are. I saw their event. I'd like to go to Flight Fest, but those seem like really cool events. I mean, it's ridiculous how they've created these events from their YouTube channel. I'm a big fan. They've done it the right way, too. Sometimes I get tired of all the vlogs they post, though. It's like, vlogs are cool, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's kind of filler material. But I'm sure they have a reason and a rhyme for, or a rhyme and a reason for all that stuff. Oh my lord, this airplane. Don't need no rudder. Don't need no rudder. Don't need no rudder. Okay, I'm not going to fly with this one anymore. I think I'm going to fly with this one for a little bit. This is one I was flying in the How To 3D maneuver of the day, except different scheme. This is a variant I got off How To 3D. I don't know, this... It flies too good. Like, no airplane flies like this. Like, at all. I just can't stand it when you get a variant. It's just like, it's perfect, which is cool. It's fun to get the stick movements down, but you gotta have some sort of just like variance or something, man. Flies like it's got 3 gyros. That thing might yeah. The more I fly in the sim, the more I don't like it. Just in general. I used to probably fly too much on the sim. But stick time is stick time, regardless. Yeah. Because that's totally normal. I mean, actually, I've seen airplanes do that before. I take that back, but still. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. Some wind. What's up, K-Match? How come gyros are frowned upon in 3D circles, or I just get the wrong impression to that? It depends on the circle. I'm totally cool with gyros. I think it helps people a lot, you know. I just think that you can't fly at the highest level with one. I truly don't. I think if your airplane needs a gyro to fly good, then the airplane doesn't fly good at all. That's just my opinion. I'm totally fine with people using them. Like, I understand they make it easier to fly in the wind, makes it easier to learn. Like, I don't think anyone really has an issue with that. I just think it's people, you know, you post a video and you've got a gyro helping you out. What is your true skill level? I mean, I've used them. I had one of the first Demon Cortex gyros that ever was in the States, and it was great. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, it's a slippery slope, especially when it comes to competitive flying. I think if you're doing a competition, no gyros allowed, straight up. I think that's where that comes from. I don't think it's people like don't like gyros. It's just some people just don't like them in some senses. I don't know. It's kind of. I mean, what I say isn't say all end all or anything, obviously, but that's my take on it. It's like, if you're designing your airplane around a gyro helping you out, then there's something wrong there. I'd rather design the airplane to fly as good as I possibly can, then throw a gyro on it. It'd be good. But some planes, it's like, well, if you don't fly the gyro, it sucks. That's what worries me about the Flex Innovation stuff. They all have a gyro pre-built into it. It's like, well, okay, you can make anything fly decent when all the minor little things are out of it. But I mean, I think in some situations they could give you a competitive edge. I mean, I've seen it. Seth Arnold used a gyro at XFC. Like, confirmed. As far as I know. I mean, if you're going to claim to be the best pilot at a time, but you're afraid to say you're using a gyro, pick one. There's a lot of real-world airframes that are specifically designed to be dynamically unstable and only workable with the equivalent of a gyro, usually done to give them better flight envelope. Yeah, but that's an F-16. That's for, you know, shooting down bogeys, man. If I'm shooting down bogeys and, like, you know, I want a gyro on my side. But if I'm, like, you know, Maverick trying to show off to the lady from Top Gun, you know, I want to be like, I flew that plane, my gyro didn't fly that plane. It could definitely add innovation in maneuvers. You could fly way more tail heavy, you know, all that kind of stuff. There's conversation there. It's just, it's gonna piss some people off in some circles. I feel like I'm pretty open to it as long as it's not in a competitive sense. But, I mean, we just earlier talked about how can we try new things, and maybe gyros are that way. Who knows? But someone's got to prove it. You know, someone's got to create that proof of concept and show everyone. Troubleshoot. Just got back from the field. Pop tops in with the tumble over the CG and no twirl. Cool, but is that too much elevator or not enough of something else? Pop tops in with tumble over CG and not twirl. Alright, let's take a look. Let's do some pop tops. Alright, we're not going to use this stupid plane. Here we go. Old Faithful. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to do a normal pop top. So you're not getting that twirl like right there? Is that what it is? So I want to see. Let's try this. I have a feeling that is related to ailerons. Might be an aileron thing, maybe aileron input, because the aileron input is kind of what flattens you out. So if I only give it, I keep instinctively giving it aileron. Pop tops on real flight are fine. Two planes IRL go over end over end. What two airplanes are they? End over end. Like that? If I do one that looks about right, let me know. It's weird, like trying to do maneuvers wrong is hard. So pop top, let me think. Red Wing 30cc 360, Pilot 20cc 330. Alright, tell me if it did this. Like that, kind of? Some planes don't twirl as much. The Slick I have twirls. The MXS doesn't twirl as much. The main thing, so they're not flattening out? Is that kind of thing? Or is it more like... So they're not getting to that like kind of nice flat spin? Endo, like Lomsbox. They're going like that kind of, maybe? A little bit more pronounced? Like that one? That last one might have been it. So another one of these. Like tight waterfall tumble. Okay, wait, let me try this. Nope, I messed up. I see what you're saying. So like crankshaft-esque? Is that what's happening? Kind of like crankshaft-esque? Kind of like a crankshaft? You get that like elevator spin? Oop. Like that, probably. Seems like elevator tumble. Very little twirl from rudder. I would, if you had video, I could definitely help. I mean, the main thing with the pop top is, you know, I think like the main thing that can cause variations is the aileron input. You know, if you just don't give an aileron input, you know, you don't really get that flat out, so I might look at that. It's all good. Yeah, maybe look at the... It could be airframe related too. Some airplanes, you know, aren't quite as pop-toppy. Like, on the subject of gyros, like, I feel like as far as airplanes that are on the market right now, Extreme Flight, you know, they're up there as far as, you know, what's the best? A lot of people would say Extreme Flight. If Extreme Flight put on their, you know, Facebook page tomorrow, hey, we're gonna start putting gyros in our airplanes, how would you feel? I feel like most people would be like, why? It's all good, K-Match. I'm always trying to help, so. Or, you know, Extreme Flight said we now recommend a gyro for all our airplanes, so. I don't know. To me, I'd see like, well, now that just covers up some flight performances you might have missed. But also, it's like, well, maybe they just want to help people fly a little bit better. So, gyros are a hot topic. Some people will tell you, you know, if you use a gyro, you suck. But I think it's a good learning tool. At the end of the day, it's just, that's what it should be. At least in the aerobatic space. I've used Eagle Tree and Hobby Eagle for learning. Yeah, I mean, they're great for dampening the wind, and, you know, I can totally see the advantage, but I would hate to buy one with it in it. And if I can buy one, I better be able to turn it off. If I can't turn off the gyro on my plane, then I'm going to be suspicious. I don't know what, like, they are out there now. I know some are integrated into receivers, so you have pretty much a receiver that has all this gyro stuff in it, and it's like, I don't know about that one, bro. You can? I know with the Cortex you could just switch it on and off. They had a head holding mode, so I have some video of me hovering a plane, no hands on the radio. That was supposed to upload to show off the gyro, but I never did because that's about when I stopped flying for a little bit. And I mean, you don't have to ban them from competition. I just think that if you are going to use a gyro in competition, you have to come out and say this airplane has a gyro on it. I think that's all you gotta say. It's not going to affect your scoring or anything, but I don't think it's truly fair to say, well, I won, you know. I think you just got to let people know you're using that extra edge. And if it's fair in the rules, that's fine, man. You just got to define that stuff. Like in the Park Flyer freestyle competition, I mean, there were no rules against not using a gyro, so you could have. Now, if you win and then say, yeah, I had a gyro helping me, some people are like, well, come on, man. You know, I can see that, and that's up to you. Yeah, it totally could. Like an assisted class, for, you know, for new people wanting to, you know, start, that'd be fine. But then someone's going to say, well, if I come out and say I'm using a gyro, I'm going to have a judge give me a lower score because they know I'm using a gyro. It's like, well, then don't tell the judges. You just might tell a coordinator at the end of the day you have to come out, or, you know, when you give your plane setup at the end or something like that. I don't know. don't think I really like accomplished much with this practice, but stick time, stick time. I'm just trying to get as much sim time as I can, just to get the muscle memory where it should be. But I need to. I would love to just spend a weekend with an 100cc airplane and just fly over and just try and fly like 5 gallons a day, if that's even possible. That would be great. Like, I would want to leave and be like, okay, I don't need to fly for another like 3 weeks because I just got so much flying in. That would be great. So spring needs to hurry up. Alright, I want to try a couple more of those pinwheel things. See, I'm like 99% sure those pinwheels are just pop tops with less aileron input to slow down the spin. But someone said they did like a hammerhead and got it to work, so I don't know. Do all 7.5 planes work with Thoroflight? I think they work. I don't know if they're perfect though. That's the thing. Like, you can import them, but I think sometimes they get a little messed up. Because I think this is the like, this is an Extreme Flight extra I downloaded, but it has some weird tendencies. Like, something's wrong. Yeah, something's terribly wrong here. So it's like that one was a 7.5 airplane and it's terrible, but some are actually okay. So I don't know. This, I found this one, and it flies like some hot garbage. I thought it was gonna be a 3D edit. It's not. We just need some dedicated real flighters to really make some good stuff. And I already hit nose goes on that. I don't want to do that. I'm hoping my next weekend I can film a whole bunch of the how-to 3D maneuvers of the day, so I don't have to like make them every day. But we'll see how that goes. I was supposed to do that this weekend too, but stuff got in the way. Plus streaming one night a week. Like I said, this Yak isn't bad. Like, it's just not like one of those perfect simulator airplanes, so. Ooh, that was kind of neat. So I'm going to do rifle rollers. Could throw that in. Maybe? I don't know. That might be just a stupid idea. Oops. On that last move of the day, the audio is pretty bad, by the way. Lots of popping on the mic. That might be something to look out for in the future. Yeah. I'm not a pro at, like, all the audio and video stuff, so, like, I try to do the best I can. But I have a nice microphone. And it's weird, because I feel like the stream quality is okay, but if I do, like, a direct recording, it's not as good. So I'm still trying to figure some of that stuff out. Yeah, Real Flight 8, there's like 4 airplanes I've ever touched without like joking about it. Like, most of these airplanes have been on here since at least 6, so it's not like you've paid for more airplanes, and they try to sell you like expansion packs with other airplanes, and it's like, really? Yeah, I definitely don't listen to it with good headphones. That's probably part of the issue. Because I've just now gotten used to the video editing software that I'm using now, so I can use it a lot more efficiently. And it's a lot better than my old one, I think, at least as far as user interface. But you know, streaming and all this audio stuff is just, I've never done it before. There's so much, like you can get so in depth about all this. I'm just lucky I've got it to work as good as it does now. But part of it was just having a good computer. I mean, that solved like literally 80% of my problems. And I live in an area with extremely good internet, so that will never be an issue while I live here. Now, if I move, we might be in trouble. And like this computer, literally, when I'm streaming, uses like 1.3% of the total CPU usage. So when I add like the face camera back in and all that stuff, like it's gonna be epic. I can do so much more, especially when I get like dual monitors, like I had. Yeah, the popping's only on the recording. I need to get like a filter for my microphone too. I don't know why it's like that. It could have just been a setting though, but I did notice a little bit. But like I said, those videos are, I try not to put like hours and hours into those little videos. Like I try and just come home, record the maneuver, give a very quick run over. Yeah. It's all good. It's weird though, like sometimes it'll just sound great, like the recording will sound great, or sometimes your video editing stuff will just want to work, and I swear sometimes just like everything you try and do causes it to glitch or be different than it was. Like you update software, it changes. Like I'm afraid to update the streaming software because last time I did that, it ruined the stream for a night. They're like, oh, we're gonna change all this stuff. And it's like, no, it was working perfect, bro. I mean, I've even like set up some video games in this PC just a little bit, and just to see if I could do it, I was able to stream like any video game I wanted as well. But I'm not a good video gamer, and I'm not really trying to be a video game streamer because that's not my thing. But it can do it, so that's kind of cool. But I'm really happy for the 3D maneuver today. I think it's going to be great because what I plan to do is when I get all of them done, and I've got this super long list of maneuvers, I don't know if we'll get through all of them, but I want to get through all the basics. I'm then going to edit all those individual videos into one, and then put the timestamps in the description of the video, so you can just be at the field and go to this one video and click on the timestamp you want and just watch that maneuver and be like, okay, this is what I'm doing wrong, or okay, how did he do it? Just a good reference, because there's not really a good one out there, at least as far as I know. And I don't want to watch a 10-minute video on every maneuver because that gets old. It's like, okay, I get it. This is how you do a pop top. Tell me how to do the pop top. I'll go practice and try it. If I need more help, then I might go find a longer video more in depth. And making 10-minute long tutorials sucks. Straight up just sucks. And I don't have a 100cc airplane to record anything, and you gotta have a big airplane to record the actual airplane. Trying to record like a 60-inch airplane up close for a tutorial would be a nightmare. That's why I like that 104 Slick, because it goes so slow. Please also show the TX in mode 1 when you make the 3D video, thanks. See, if you fly mode 1, would it be okay if I like just show a view of it in mode 1 but not like have a specific part of it for mode 1? So just like at the end of each video have the mode 1 view? Would that be cool? Because I'll do that, but I can't like, I'd rather not have like, okay, this is the mode 1 view and explain the whole maneuver in mode 1, because then I don't think I could really do that well. to like, because normally I try to start it, it'll be like a 30 to 45 second clip of me doing the maneuver once or twice with a voiceover with a small description, and then I'll go into slow motion once or twice, and that's it. Yes, this will be sufficient. Okay, I'm down. I'll do that on the next one for sure. Promise. I just didn't want to, you know, put a mode 1 view with no and people will be like, well, you didn't explain it in mode 1. I'm like, well, I can't explain it in mode 1. I can barely explain it in mode 2. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. No problem. And I'm going to try and stay away from, like, I hate to say it, but for now I'm going to stay away from iMac maneuvers. Just because iMac maneuvers, they're not my forte, and honestly, there's already plenty of stuff out there on most of that. I mean, Arresty diagrams break down the whole maneuver, plus and minus. So I'm going to try and stay away from that. Can you actually fly mode 1 and mode 2, or just would you fly in mode 2 and then have real flight display the sticks? I would just have real flight display the sticks in mode 1. That would be cool. I would love to try. That'd be a great video. Just to set up an airplane on mode 1 and see like how long I last. I might do that actually. That'd be, oh lord, my brain already hurts. Yeah, I'll do a crankshaft in mode 1. Give me a sec to, whoops. Oh, here we go. See, I now fly in mode 1. I'm so good. I just totally rewired my brain, and now I'm, you know, the best mode 1 pilot and mode 2 pilot ever. Alright, so now we're in mode 1, and mode 1 is cool because like rolling maneuvers, you just literally like the left stick, you're just going in a circle. It's so cool. I feel like if I tried, I could relearn to fly in mode 1. Alright, here's a crankshaft. In mode 1. I'll do another one. I'll do a couple. No, but I can't actually fly in mode 1. That'd be awesome though. That was a bad one. Ignore that one. I need to focus. Nope, missed it. I found that I cannot get it like a real flight airplane to do a really good crankshaft. That one's a little better. I guess I just need to go work on them in real life. But that should get you pretty close. Not that. I need to tumble more. There we go. That was better. I'll do one in slow-mo for you. It's so funny because I'm trying to look. Here we go. That's kind of a crankshaft. So it looks like you put the sticks in the outside corners to get close. And then you'll have to adjust the ailerons a little bit. Do you need more airspeed when you fly a real plane? Yeah, you're going to need a lot of airspeed. And it all depends on, I mean, you can do like a slower version. You're just not going to get as many rotations. And I think it would be harder because that momentum just kind of probably takes over at some point and just, you know, just allows you to carry that weird spin. All right, so now back in mode 2 world. I could set up my crack yak for mode 1. See how that goes. I might do that. I'm sure I could fly around just fine, but doing maneuvers, like if I try to do a rolling Harrier mode 1, I'd probably lose it fast. What I need to do is set up a stream time that's, and I'll just do one whole stream in mode 1 and just cover everything. and then never do mode 1 again. No, but that would actually be a pretty cool idea. But I'll definitely have them in the 3D movie day. Well, now that since I'm throwing them on the end of the 3D how to 3D movie of the day, that should help. So hopefully over time there'll be more Mode 1 stuff. I know on my old tutorials that I've done in the past, they all had Mode 1 in a real flight. So there's stuff out there. I was the only one to really do it, I'm pretty sure, but it's out there. I don't even know what mode. Do people actually fly like Mode 3 and Mode 4? I don't think I've ever even heard of that, like someone actually flying those. Alright. Oh, that might be cool. That is one maneuver that we were playing with for a while and didn't really do anything with. So you would like come like get a ton of airspeed and then kicked into knife edge like that and then slowly drop down. I always thought that was really cool. One of my teammates on FPV Direct flies Mode 3. It's weird and he's so good. Huh. Get real flight to display 2 transmitters, real Mode 1 and Mode 2. I didn't even, can you even do that? So he flies Mode 3. Mode 3 is throttle, rudder, elevator, elevator. Oh my, what the? Yeah, that would be weird. That would be really weird. I don't know about that one. Did he choose it just for drones? Yeah, it would be cool if they allowed that. If Real Flight's listening, if they ever actually want to change anything from version to version, there you go. Shots fired. I'm just saying. Yeah, I think it's just opposite, so I can switch hands, so like now my hands are on the opposite side of the controller. Oh no, this is rough. Okay, I give up. There we go. So I'm flying opposite handed now. Oh. He learned that way from the get-go. I can imagine there's someone out there who had never flown an airplane or a drone and just picked up the radio and for some reason it was set to like Mode 4 and ever since then they've just flown Mode 4 and that's how it happened. I mean, people go every day without using rudders, so anything's possible. That could be in a t-shirt. Really stupid t-shirt, but it could be in a t-shirt. That'd be cool. Park Flyer freestyle contest, but you can't use the rudder. Rudder only flying. Rolling loop, maybe? Nope. I mean, you can do rolling hairs without it. I'd love to do a Park Flyer freestyle contest or a freestyle contest that's more based on precision rather than 3D. So the judging is all about, you know, how you string together these maneuvers and less about wowing the crowd and truly be about what is the most precise form of flying you can do. I know that's like pretty much iMac, but you know, still the music and everything. I think that'd be really neat. Thing is, no one's gonna watch that though. Sorry for the pauses. I'm looking at my phone like the millennial I am. Man, millennials are glued to their phone. I just need to get more comfortable and break some habits. Like, if anyone's watched, if you guys have watched any of my flight videos, here's one thing I noticed when I look back. I love doing this. And then I come out and I do a knife edge pass left to right. I do that every video, like I've put out in the past like 3 months. I gotta stop doing that. I'll always do that. I'll push out, roll, snap, and then push out into a knife edge. I'm just comfortable there. I gotta realize and just think about it next time, like, what can I do instead of that? I notice I've been doing that. I haven't been utilizing the right hand side of the field, so this area I just don't utilize that much, like out here. I just gotta pay attention to that stuff. I'm just gonna not make any progress. I mean, that's one thing about flying too, is just picking up on what you do every time. You're like, okay, I need to change. If all my flights in real life were as diverse as they are in the simulator, I'd be 10 times the pilot. But comfort zones, man. Also, it's, you know, the pucker factor of your plane crashing into the ground is always there as well. But I mean, even the pros are like that too. I mean, no airplane, no RC pilot is paid to fly unless you're a drone pilot. Point your takeoff a different direction to force a change. Yeah, that's one good way, but I always still, like, I'll take off this way and I could, you know, come around and do something here, but I know, like, I'm telling you, like, I'm just gonna do that out of instinct. It's one of those things, like, you don't even think about it. You just say, oh, I want to do knife edge pass, how we're gonna set it up, let's do this, and then you're like halfway through and you're like, whoops. It's weird, man. We're all creatures of habit, and it shows up in this stuff too. I think one way to break it though is plan. So I need to plan out a flight. Say, okay, if I'm gonna do a knife edge pass, I want to do this. I might want to push out this way and do that same snap here, and then pull and do a belly in, just to change it up. And then if I do get the urge to push out here, so I find myself out here and I've done this snap, okay, let's not do what I do every time. Let's push out this way, or maybe on the outline do some rolling Harriers on an upline or something, just to change it up. You know, maybe indulge a little bit in the habit, but not all the way. I don't know. I mean, there's worse. I mean, there's some pilots who I swear do the same flight every time. Like, I saw people at Jonal every year, and every year they did the same thing. It's like, oh, there's the guy who does rolling circles like this. Next year, oh, he's doing the same thing. I mean, but if that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. Alright, I think I'm going to do one last flight and call it quits for the night. Inverted pop top, rolling Harrier, I'm gonna switch directions halfway through. There. Roll up 90 degrees and roll out away from me. Switch directions. Now I'm gonna do like a, what's that, a split S? Oh, that was bad. So I want to be like right here. I think that'd be cool. If there's a way I could like set up my stream where people could type in like what maneuver to do while I'm flying just to throw me off, that'd be cool. I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it. Inverted snake. I wonder if I can do like an inverted snake to... Oh, alright, I have an idea, so I'm going to do it. An inverted snake and then snap into like a normal snake. Actually, this isn't really a normal... This is not an inverted snake. We have to think of a better name. But whatever this is... So I want to do a snap. No, I need to do that snap like here. And then do an actual snake. Alright, I want to try that again. There we go. I mean, it looks stupid, but it's cool. So this will be the last flight. Rollers with snaps thrown in. No! Whoops. Alright, I think that's going to be it for the night. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Just a lazy practice stream. I'll be streaming normal time Thursday and also videos out this week. The Park Flyer Freestyle Contest results will be out this week. Yeah, that's a good way. I like that, like a ballet. It's called the Elton John, the Tiny Dancer. Later, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to watch the Park Flyer Freestyle video. A lot of pilots put in a lot of time, so... And there's gonna be some sweet prizes given away. So if you entered, you might never know. You might get some. You might not. I might just keep all the prizes, you know. See you guys. Trying to eat some food. That was a good stream, though. Good practice. A couple cool ideas.